Being authentic means trusting your teammates, not second guessing that they have your back. It means trusting your coach to put you in a situation where they think that you'll succeed. It means setting up your teammates for success and keeping their best interest in mind without sacrificing yourself as a person.
The importance of authenticity is so high because if you don't know why you're doing something and if how you're carrying yourself or behaving doesn't reflect your why, then I think that it can just take away from your complete experience.
We operate best when we are operating as our true, authentic self.
So it's really important to find that why and to know how to hold on to it, because that's going to propel you to keep working hard and to be able to get through those tough practices and tough games where things won't go your way.
The importance of authenticity in athletics is simple. It allows the kids to be their true selves and hopefully helps them be sportsmen and pursue victory with honor.
Authenticity in athletics is important because you grow a stronger relationship with teammates and coaches while bettering yourself in the process.
Authenticity in sports is super important because you don't want to come into a program that doesn't value honesty. You want to know what to expect when you get there and just to know what your role will be.
For any team sport, the team has to establish trust before they can really truly flourish and be successful, and authenticity is sort of a prerequisite for team trust.
You're supposed to be like a tight-knit group together with your teammates, kind of be like a family, and when you aren't real and you aren't authentic with one another, that's when things can get confusing.
When you know that you are being true to your coaches and teammates, hopefully you know that they're also being true back, right? So there's this authentic relationship between teammates and coaches, and just creates an overall supportive environment that people want to compete.
If we lay down the foundation of fostering a safe, fun environment for our student athletes to come into every day, that gets them excited about being their authentic selves.
I think I'm a real coach. I try to give out all the proper information and just be real with the kids.
I think that is very important for every athlete's mental health as well as their performance. Coming into a program and just understanding that this program values them and cares about them as individuals. Is very open and honest with each individual athlete.
I wish that there was more resources out there for us as far as educating us on how to properly nourish our bodies both mentally and physically.
All the stress and with all the pressure that's put on them, they're not really equipped to look after themselves in the mental health category. And so I think having people that are looking for those signs of mental health risks and kind of knowing what to do when those things pop up and kind of using preventative measures is something that will really go a long way towards helping all athletes.
There were opportunities to talk to someone or someone who understood what you were going through, or give you some skills and some ideas about things that could help or ways to deal with things as you are moving through that process of being a collegiate athlete. I think that would be very helpful.
Having a mental health advocate is very important for athletes because you need to have someone that understands what you're going through. So like a average person won't be able to understand your failures on the field and how that makes you feel, or the life stressors that come into play.
Being authentic to yourself, a lot of us athletes think, that after our career we don't really have anything to do. Sports are our lives, and once it's over, it's very hard to go a different direction. But being authentic to yourself is a huge deal in the real world.
Having pathways to be able to stay involved and give back to sports that you have given so much to us is really important, and feeds back into what keeps our athletic programs authentic and meaningful for the student athlete.
I truly believe that there were more resources helping us to discover our true authentic selves and what we're best at and what we're gifted in, that would be so uplifting and empowering.
I think that mental health advocacy is of the utmost importance, and it should be treated as just another muscle or skill or thing that you need to train and nurture and rest as anything else, because frankly it's more important than the rest.
One of my favorite quotes by Yogi Berra says that baseball is 90% mental and the other half is physical. And basically what he's saying is that the war in athletes is going on in their brains, and what is in their brains is going to control their actions.
Mental health is the number one thing that drives an athlete and keeps that spark for the sport, so I think it's really important that we advocate for that.
Just to be able to keep a level head all the time on and off the court is important, and I think just for the overall well-being of a person, I think mental health is really important.
As a student athlete, we often define ourselves by a lot of what we do on and off the field with sports, and I think that is important to show other paths because a lot of us aren't ready to hang it up.
We see a lot of athletes, baseball, basketball, football, a lot of combat sport athletes dealing with pressures, to perform, as well as physical tolls on your body.
And success is multifactorial. You must deal with all factors of life in order to be successful in both academics and athletics.
You need to make sure that you're checking yourself mentally, because on the outside, when you leave your sport and you move on from that season of your life, you can be left feeling very empty.
If you're able to provide mental health counseling or education or even just awareness in colleges, I believe that team atmospheres will be better, that performance will be better, and overall you'll see athletes start to take care of themselves.
That striving for perfection day in and day out takes a toll on you, especially when you lose the game or you make an error on the court and you lose a point.
Just like working your body to the max, and so I feel that, and just like keeping up with school, it's pretty hard to find time to just remember to take care of yourself. So I think it's pretty important that there are like facilities and people around you that can help you get through that.
We have these high demands on a daily basis, and it's okay to say, I'm not quite okay today, or I'm not okay with this. How can we readjust, or how can we fix?